I've been wanting to make this video for some time, but I'm not going to lie. It means showing you my whip box, and I'm a little bit ashamed. I don't know why. Everybody has, you know, a pile of unfinished projects and what have you, so I'm not sure why I'm ashamed to show you this. I think it's because there's a load of stuff in there that I kept meaning to come back to, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this. Never did. But when I say meant to come back to, I'm not just talking about a few weeks ago or a few months ago. There's at least one in here that's over a decade old. All right, are you ready to see? Let's do this then. Okay, hopefully you can see everything clearly. So I'm not really sure what these are doing in here. These are actually supplies, and it's a bunch of wooden bag handles that I bought, my goodness, maybe coming up 20 years ago? Clearly, just waiting for the right project. I might just have to sell them. Anyway, they shouldn't even been there. So let's just take them out, shall we? This one, this is a bum bag slash fanny pack slash whatever you want to call it. It's one that was bought for my daughter, and it had, does it show you? Ooh, forgot I had this in there. I used to make necklaces out of these little ceramic figurines, and I had this little gentleman left over. It is linked to this, I promise. So it used to be this very snazzy tie-dye print, which I probably should have left it that way and donated it, but no, I thought I can do something with that. I painted it black. I have missed bits. So now it just looks like a bog standard one, but I had hoped that she might use it if it was just plain black instead of in-your-face colours. She still didn't like it. So now I have this sort of plain black, boring bum bag type thing that I don't think I'll ever use. I did think about trying to embroider on it and give it a kind of cottagecore aesthetic, and then I was going to use this little chap as maybe like a key ring to finish off. I still might do that. But again, it's finding the time. And on hindsight, I probably should have painted it dark green instead. But nonetheless, unfinished project number 1. These are all of my finished embroidery pieces that I don't know what to do with. This one is one of the first ones that I ever did, and it was going to be like a little collage of stuff that represented all of my favourite things, and you can see coffee, because always. Headphones, because back then we all had the white iPhone headphones. Wireless headphones were not a thing. Toblerone, loved that. Can't eat it now, it would do my teeth in. Starry nights, moons, trees, you know, the usual stuff. There's some other things here that you can't quite see. I've got my sewing machine there, a ukulele, because I used to be into playing ukulele. There's a chicken there, and there's a compass, because I used to have a thing about getting a compass tattoo. And then you got this little guy, which was something that my daughter made for me years and years ago. Anyway, so you've got something like that. My little K&D wood slice, Be a Nice Human. How many of you remember this? This is something that I made when I hit 10k on my last channel. This is an old word of the year. And I've got some, oh yeah, look, I made, that was an illustration of a photograph of me when I was 6 or 7. And then just, if you wouldn't say it to little you, don't say it to big you. It was something that I was thinking about making for the shop, and it never quite made it. And a patch that I never sold and decided to keep. All of these little things that I don't really know what to do with. Well, I have a plan for these. I'm going to show you that later. So we're going to just pop that by the tripod here, and we're going to dive straight back in. Now these I really do need to do something with. These are old trousers. They're very, very light material, and although my choice in print is questionable, I have never found trousers that I could wear in the summer that I loved as much as these. There's just something about the pattern, the cut, that I just love. and I can't find anything like it. I've been looking for years, and I'm so glad that I kept these. I can't wear these anymore. They're a little bit tight. I have put on some lumber since then, and I tried them on to see if they would fit, and they kind of do. They're not at all flattering. And then I looked, and it says a size 8. Now listen. Yes, I was smaller when I got these. These are very, very old, by the way. But I was never a size 8, so that's rubbish. These are a size 10. But anyway, they also have massive holes in. This one I don't think is quite so bad. Well, okay. And they're all in the butt area, right in the butt. So it's not even fixable, which is why they went in here. I want to get some more fabric, probably some plain black, and pull one of these apart and make a new pair. But that will be a project for another day. We'll pop that over there. This is just the stuff that I need to make a sleep mask. I used to make sleep masks or face masks or eye masks or whatever you want to call them. I don't anymore, but I kept this because my husband wanted one. We don't have blackout curtains in all of our bedrooms, and the one that we sleep in, it gets very bright. So yes, I was supposed to make him an eye mask, sleep mask, whatever you want to call it. Never did. Moving on. What is this? Oh, I was looking for this. Nematodes. If you grow things in the garden, you'll know exactly. Slugs. Slugs are a menace, but I've sorted them out with some nematodes, but not those ones. Anyway, I digress. This is one of my first knitting projects that I never finished, and it was when my daughter was born. Actually, no, it was before my daughter was born. I was going to make her a little baby blanket with colours that kind of matched and complemented the buggy that she had. She's in secondary school now, but obviously because I made these at that time, I don't have the heart to get rid of them. I also don't have the heart to weave in all of those ends and do anything with them. So what happens? They just live in this little tote bag thing, which is starting to smell quite musty. This is, it's a very pretty ribbon that I don't want to get rid of, but I need to unstitch it. But I don't know if you can see. It was stitched on with the tiniest stitches known to mankind. So, those are very, very teeny tiny. Yeah, that's going to be a pain in the ass, but it needs to be done. So, at some point. Oh, B. B needs to lose his innards and get new ones because my daughter put him in the microwave. He's one of these heat up things, like a heat pack. And she put him in the microwave and she left him there and she cooked him. And oh yeah, he smells like burnt porridge. So he needs new innards. This, I'm going to file this under I don't know what I was thinking. This is from years ago. I thought it'd be fun to make my own magnetic letters. Magnetic letters. And I cannot tell you the amount of time that I took to make these. It is ridiculous. Each and every single one has a teeny tiny little magnet on the back, but they all need sanding, they all need painting, and I just cannot be bothered. I also don't have anything to put them on. So again, what was I thinking? I don't know what to do with this. I think it's because I don't know what to do with this that I've not done anything other than put it all in a margarine pot and just close the lid on it. What do we have here? Oh, that's a tote bag. That's another tote bag. These are tote bags that I made out of vintage pillowcases, and I love them. They're also very useful when I have a big project. So anyway, yeah, so they live in there just as storage, really. And then these, I don't know if any of you will recognise these. I have a granny square cardigan and I messed up the sleeves. I made too many squares for the sleeves, so the sleeves were ginormous. So these are squares that I took out to make the sleeves a bit more manageable, and I've kept them because I don't know what I'm going to do with them, if anything. So again, they just live there. Okay. So I showed you all of my my miscellaneous bits of embroidery and how I was just a bit stumped as to what to do with them. Well, I've made myself something that I'm really, really proud of, and it's not original, but I'm really happy with it, and it's so simple. It's a fabric book. This is an idea that has been percolating in my head for months. One of the ladies that I play D&D with, hi Jenny if you're watching, and this is your fault, she shared something on Instagram a while ago, and it was someone who had, I don't know if they called it a stitch journal, an embroidery journal, a fabric journal, an art journal, the difference was rather than paper, it was fabric. I just fell in love with that idea. Something just took hold of my brain and would not let go. And it's been a project that I've been meaning to work on ever since. I'm only just getting around to it, shush. The problem with these stitch journals is that usually you have to, say for example, I get this first page, you stitch on it and then you're going to have all of this, all of the backing stitches here. So you can't really do anything with this page. So usually then you would work on that page and then you'd have to stitch the two together. That's the only way that I can make it make sense in my head. There are plenty of other ways that you can do it, I'm sure. I thought about making the pages out of felt, and that way I would probably find it easier to stitch things onto it without actually having to go through the whole fabric. But I didn't like the idea of having pages made out of felt because I also want to paint on it and just do other things. So I'm going to use these little random bits and bobs that I've got, and I am going to make myself essentially like a scrapbook with these things. And I used to make hard-backed notebooks, sketchbooks back in the day, and I'm going to kind of create this book in much the same way. So this itself isn't a book, it's just a section of what is going to be a finished book, if you see what I mean. This is actually only going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 pages, I think. And then once I've got a few of these, then I can stitch them up together and make a cover, which probably will be felt. I'm really excited. So I can do like a little YouTube themed one with my 10K, and I can do a how I got started one with my now very musty smelling little half finished collage of embroidery bits. In my mind, it sings. I just love the idea of it. I think it has so much potential, and I know I'm holding up what looks like a very boring, I mean, it just looks like a bunch of fabric. That's exactly what it is. It's just a bunch of fabric, but it has so much potential. That's my project, and it's not just going to be a summer project. This is going to be a rolling on project for as long as it takes, I guess. Excuse me, the cat is shouting. He's meowing to go outside, and I will let him outside, but he has to say hello first. Say hello to the people. Okay, so that's what I've been getting up to in the middle of other things. Let me quickly show you my patches. I have made patches. This was me playing with packaging, but it's one of my favourites. Because I do. But yes, I just decided that the next shop update, rather than be, it was meant to be these things. So these things here are they're going to be zipper pouches. So I was going to, you know, continue with the theme of project bags because that's kind of what I do. Did I? No, I went no. I want to zag. So I made a buttload of patches. How are they going to do? I have no idea. But it was where the dopamine led me, and I needed the dopamine. So there you go, patches. That's what I've been working on. But this is for the shop, and I feel like I need to make something for me. Shop me. Oh, I'm a happy Kim. I'm going to stitch some stuff onto the first page, and I'll show you how I get on. Hello, new day, and it's a nice day today, so I thought I would come and film in the conservatory. Anyway, remember the fabric book? Well, I finished the first page. Ta-da! Get up a little closer. Everything has been hand embroidered. It says the introduction because I have it in my head that I'm going to look back on it when I'm an old lady and might have actually forgotten everything that I've done. So, you know, in case I need reminding why I did it. And then it just says I've decided to make a fabric journal to keep all my embroidered and stitchy projects in. A mixture of an art scrapbook and a visual diary. Hopefully I'll stick with this a little better than any actual journal I've attempted to keep in the past. Something beautiful to look back on over time. And I'm already on to the next page. So that's the first page. Yay! See what I mean? Memories. That's how it's looking currently. I've got a little scrappy heart with a smiley face that my daughter made for me yonks ago. That's going to go in there. And that will be page 2. So I'm very happy. This is the first section of what will be the book. And as I said earlier in the video, this is going to be an ongoing project. And I'm so excited by it. I hope you don't judge me too harshly for my box of doom. I actually think it's pretty tame compared to how it used to be. I used to have boxes of doom. So to have got it down to just one, I think is pretty good. Anyway, in the next video, we're going to be attacking another project from the box of doom, and I will show you how I've gotten on with my book. And hopefully I'll see you then. Ta-ra!